The wall, spinsters, leftover orange in the bottom of the basket. There's many sayings for it.
Let's be honest. We all know what I do. We all know why I'm here, okay? TikTok used to be amazing for marketing what I do. Now, not so much.
Yeah, men don't want to pay for it anymore. Men shouldn't have even been paying for it in the first place. There was just so much free corn already. I didn't understand it.
TikTok is very strict. And because I am blessed with these puppies, for
You are not blessed with those puppies. Those puppies are definitely been enhanced.
3 or 4 out of every 5 videos I post get taken down, ineligible for recommendation, all that stuff, okay?
Poor
Even
you.
when I'm wearing a sweater, people can say, oh, cover up. When I'm wearing a sweater, because these things exist, it still gets flagged, all right? I am an adult. I talk about
Somehow she uses this to play the victim still. It's just women can't ever be empowered to be able to do what they want because they have big jugs. Now it's, oh, I can't do anything because of these big jugs.
adult things. I do adult things. TikTok doesn't like that.
She is complaining that the algorithm is suppressing her videos, trying to frame herself as a victim of censorship just because she can't easily funnel traffic to her adult content. She built a lifestyle around trading purely on her physical assets, and now she's hitting a wall because a mainstream platform is enforcing basic community standards. Acting shocked when a family-friendly app refuses to act as a free marketing billboard for her explicit business.
So who's going to admit it? Who's going to admit that they was an old slapper back in their younger days? Because I sure was.
You were a whippersnapper?
Am I proud of that? Yeah and no. Yeah and no. Because I ain't going to lie. Some of it, I had loads of fun. Absolutely loads. And then
You would never want to see your grandma make videos like this. This is devastating shit that you're gonna learn from about your grandmother right here.
on the other side of it, I was treated like shit. But I allowed that to happen yet again, thinking that these people cared for me or they loved me, when all I was just a bit of meat. A part of me even says, well, why didn't I sell it? I gave it away for free, for fuck's sake. Probably would have been a millionaire by now. But for the last 7 years, I chose different. I chose to find
The last 7 years? Lady, you look 90. You barely figured this out like 90 years, 80 years after? What?
me and find love in myself. Learn to love me rather than looking for love in all these different people. And now that I
The
love
last
me,
7 years?
I know my worth. I'm not out there chasing it no more.
She spent her youth giving it away for free to guys who treated her like meat, and now that the party's over, she expects a stable man to pay premium prices for the aftermath. This is the classic finding myself rebrand that happens the exact moment a woman's sexual market value starts to dry up. She boasts
Yeah, this wasn't the exact moment though, bro. This was a few decades past after that moment.
about her past while simultaneously regretting she didn't monetize it, completely blind to how that completely destroys her appeal.
Well, I think this guy is super cute, but I don't know what this watch is.
What are you doing?
I'm just trying to see what his watch is. I don't think it's
freak?
a Rolex, but I need to find out. You highlight it, and then it shows up on Google as here. Swipe up to see results. Here. What is this? Ew. Oh god.
Oh my god, he's broke.
He's broke. I'm gonna swipe left.
I like the watch because it looks nice. I don't really care about the price so much.
We're on the bus, girl. What are you
We need to
doing?
be on a private jet next time, so we gotta find a guy with a nice watch.
People will tell you to do things solo, go by yourself. If no one's gonna go, do it. Don't wait on people. I agree with that. I think
It works really well for men, yeah.
that's great. But as someone who's been very single for a very long time, I think I'm at my limit. I think that it gets to a point where when you go to do something by yourself, it's not empowering anymore. It's not, you know, inspirational. It's not brave. It's just sad. It's
Yes,
sad
we can
and it's
agree.
depressing because I went to the movies tonight because there was a movie I wanted to see. I did ask my friends to go with me. They were busy. That's fine. So I went anyway. But I'm surrounded by families with children. I'm surrounded by couples, best friends, and I'm standing there alone getting my
Got no
popcorn.
one.
I'm paying for it. I drove here. I'm driving home. No one's opening my door. Going home to an empty house to cook dinner by myself. So I think I've hit my limit. I think I'm done. I've done it alone, and I'm ready to not do it alone.
She spent her prime years buying into the modern myth of the independent woman who doesn't need anyone. Only
Why did they think that that was gonna be enjoyable for long periods of time? Women can't even go 2 days, or sorry, my bad, even a few hours without chit-chatting with each other and constantly texting each other.
to hit her late 30s and realise that isolation isn't an achievement. She finally maxed out her capacity for self-delusion because going to the movies solo isn't empowering anymore. It's just a stark reminder that she has to buy a cat. She built a life based on hyper-independence, and now she's coming home to an empty house, wondering why nobody is there to open her car door or share a meal.
I find it so funny when men are like, oh my goodness, you're so beautiful. Like, how are you still single? Like, they're so surprised.
We're not. We just like saying that. Like, women haven't realized that shit. Men just love to lie. And one of the best lies is that one. Oh my God, you're so gorgeous. Why are you still single? Well, I mean, yes, we're curious somewhat, but we already know why you're single. You crazy. Crazy.
Not waiting for a man to pick me. If anything, it's like, it's because I haven't picked them. You know what I mean? Like, if men had all the say here, I'd already be taken. Because, of course, there's people that want to date me. Hello. I think that they still haven't accepted the fact that, like, we don't want to date them. You should be concerned because it means that, like, you're not doing a good job at convincing us that we should have a man.
She boasts about how many guys want to date her as if accumulating infinite matches on an app equals long-term value. She claims she just hasn't chosen anyone yet, but the reality is there are plenty of guys she wanted, but they did not want her.
The girl is deluded.
I don't know if it's just me, but does anyone else feel like using Hinge or just like using online dating apps in general, like it turns you into such a bad person? Like, I'm not being funny. Before I started like actually using Hinge, like a couple of months ago, I was a good communicator, I was a good texter. Like, I always said to myself, you know, if someone can't be bothered to text you at least once a day, then they obviously don't give a fuck about you. Because like, even if you're busy, you still have time to text someone once a day. Like, come on, it takes literally like 2 minutes. And then that's literally what I've been doing to people. Literally all the stuff that I would call out like my guy friends for, like previously, I'm literally fucking doing it, and I didn't even mean to do it on purpose. Like, I've literally been texting people like, oh, sorry, I've been so busy, because I haven't replied to them in like 2 weeks. 2 fucking weeks. Like, this is not good. Bearing in mind, these are people that I've actually met in person now as well, so I feel like that's actually kind of bad. I don't know. Because I specifically remember having this conversation with my friends, like, I want to say like 6-7 months ago.
This is when you have so many options. How can you kind of pick through all of it? It's hard to blame women when you have literally 1,000 matches. How do you pick which one is which? Or how do you know, right? It is hard on their end too to be sifting through all of this, but it's their job, just like it's our job to be appealing.
A few months ago, but it was before I was kind of using Hinge like a decent amount, and he was saying that he was speaking to this girl for 2 weeks. Like, they hadn't met in person, they'd just been texting, and he was like, oh, I'm not feeling it, I'm just like gonna cut her off and not talk to her again. I was like, what? That's such a horrible thing to do to someone that you've been speaking to for 2 weeks. You know, you're speaking to them all day every day for 2 weeks. That's a decent amount of time. And he was like, who gives a fuck? I was like, you should give a fuck. But now I've literally been fucking ghosting people that I've met in person, and you know what, I've been called out for it twice in the last like week and a half. Like, one guy, I went on one date with him like 2 months ago. He was the one that I made a date debrief about, and it was such a bad date. Like, it just wasn't for me. Texted him after the date saying thank you for the date, but then after he replied, I just never chatted to him again. 2 months later, he sent me like 4 paragraphs like, you need to fix up, etc, etc, like calling me out for it. I was like, oh shit. And then another guy that I went on 2 dates with quite recently,
4 paragraphs by guy?
like in the last month, he texted me saying like, you need to be more consistent, like you're not consistent enough. I was like, shit, like what has these fucking apps done to me? I'm not good for
Oh, the things that women say they want and you know, their standard, but they can't even do themselves
anymore.
She wants to blame an app for turning her into a bad person, but the technology just revealed her actual baseline when she's given unlimited options.
Yep.
Gents, when a woman gets flooded with endless attention online, her basic empathy and communication skills completely evaporate because she starts viewing men as disposable content rather than human beings. She used to lecture her friends about the morality of texting back, but the second she got a taste of high market leverage, she instantly adopted the exact toxic ghosting behaviors she used to condemn.
Of course, women really think they're better than men until they get put in that same position, and it's kind of like that power corrupts all kind of thing. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate it, and catch you guys next time. Ciao.